So I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock, and we'll have some nice loud ticking in the background as well. So.
We have to.
Probably best not.
No.
Can somebody check whether I'm actually in the picture?
Yes, you are.
Am I? Good, I'm not off.
No, you're
That's
okay,
good.
provided you stay forward, don't lean back.
Don't lean.
No, don't
Don't
lean
lean back.
back.
Okay.
Graham, go that way a little bit.
Do you actually want me to sit on Chris's lap? Or?
That'll be better.
Up close and personal.
Yeah, unfortunately we need a bit closer space to fit you on the screen.
That's fine. Happy with that.
2 big egos. Sorry, 1 big ego on my part.
Now, which one were you thinking?
The other's going to be cold.
Okay, and we're ready to. Starting our 2 minutes now. Welcome, Graham. Could you tell us who you are and what your business is, please?
Yes, Graham Buck. I'm the Director of Training of Blue Tree Specific Skills, a company that's been in business for 15 years with the enviable task of making other businesses very profitable.
Ooh, well, how do you actually achieve that?
Starting point is to get to know what the business owner wants, to work with them to understand what does it for them, what they will see, feel or hear that is different as a result of us working with them. I know that when the lights come on, when you say something, somebody goes, that's what I want, and that's what this business needs, then it's just a small matter of how do we get there.
Right. But how do you actually find your businesses in the first place?
The majority of my referral, we do actually do a fair bit of marketing, most of it relatively informal, but consistently over the years, most of the major contracts have been somebody who said, we need to talk to Graham.
And if you had to pick out one story out of your recent successes, what's the one that sticks out in your mind?
Last week, talking to a newly acquired client whose business is amenity spraying. Now, I didn't know what that was till last week either. This is any grass area such as a football pitch, a sports field, a golf course, anything that's not fine turf. And this chap wanted to talk to people who had lots of grass. Had to think about that. He is now in touch with the clerk of the courses of the Jockey Club, owners of 14 race courses who have just a few hectares of grass amongst them.
Fantastic.
Was he impressed? I think he might be.
And do you get your lawn done?
Not yet. I think Sue would rather see me sweating over the lawn than somebody else.
Oh, dear. So, well, we're coming up to the end of our 2 minutes. Graham, thank you very much for the time that you give us.
Thank you.
Very good.
Yeah, good.
What can we do differently?
Look this way,
Yeah,
rather
great.
than each other.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, Graham was just looking at you all the time. But besides that,
that's inevitable when you're only using one camera. You'd need
It
to
is.
use 2 cameras.
I would have been equally happy looking at the camera, but as we were doing it as a conversation.
Why?
Do we need to have Chris in the picture?
Probably not.
No, or you can have just the back of me, can't you? Because how do they do it on the television interviews? Because you've actually got the person
Well,
sitting there.
coming
Usually
over
They're
on
definitely-
the shoulder of the interview.
That's
Yeah,
right, and they're
coming
normally
over your
talking.
shoulder.
They are normally talking to the individual. They're not talking to the camera.
No,
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So perhaps what we should do is move the table through
Take the table out.
at an angle. Or
We'll take
move
the table out.
You don't need the table, do you?
Okay. So,
I thought it flowed well. You know, quite chatty.
Yeah.
but you could set this as your camera.